Okay, first I'd like to apologize for the low quality of this video. Um, but my name is Lindsay, and I'm a fighter. I'm making this video to share my story because I don't share it with really anybody ever. Hopefully make others feel better about what's going on in their lives. I have a very traumatic childhood. I am 22 years old now, and my trauma, to my memory, which most of it my mom doesn't even know, started when I was about four or five, with the first babysitter I was with. And most of the trauma didn't stop until I was 11, and throughout that time a lot of stuff had happened. I had been raped and molested and beaten up, verbally abused and hurt, and my mom had gotten married to a guy that we thought was a good guy, but he wasn't. He was a sociopath and an alcoholic and a pothead. And a couple times when my mom was not at home at night, he would make me special drinks with special, what he called, forget drugs. He left when I was 11, blaming it on me. When I was 11, I ran away, and when I was 12, I almost burned down the house. I came out to my mom. Well, I didn't come out to my mom. I came out to my cousin when I was 13 about my past trauma, about being raped and abused. And he told his mom, my aunt, and one day I had gotten in trouble. My mom was disciplining me, as a parent should, with physical discipline, spanking, because what I did deserve spanking. And my aunt stopped her and told her about what she had found out about me. When I got into therapy, when I was 13, I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, dysthymia, and ADHD, and anxiety problems. And for a long time, I thought of myself as a victim. I hadn't really thought of myself as anything else, as a fighter or a survivor or anything. But when I was about 16, 17 years old, I started thinking myself as a survivor. Because I don't even know what made me think of myself that way. I mean, what happened to me made me a stronger person, I suppose. That's what I thought. Made me think I was stronger and better. And, well, sometimes I don't think that, because I still see the scars on my arms from when I was 15 and 16 years old, just before I started thinking I was a survivor, from me cutting myself and hiding it. I didn't cut for depression's sake, but because I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the pain of my memories and the flashbacks and the dreams and the panic attacks. I couldn't do it. Well, I got myself into a better place. I felt good about myself finally, and I went to college and I met a man who I married and had a daughter with. when he came home, he started hitting me. And some people think that when you're married, your husband can't rape you. But if you say no, it is still rape. And he did. And when I confronted him about it and almost took my own life because of it, because it emotionally broke me down and brought back panic attacks, he stopped raping me. But he started getting more and more physically abusive. He was hitting a lot, and in retaliation I would yell. I would yell things like that you're a jackass and you're an asshole and you're a jerk and I fucking hate you, I hope you fucking die, and why don't you get over here so I can slap you. And first time he got arrested, I didn't even call the cops. My friend was over and she called the cops. He had broken down the door and I was holding our daughter in my arms in my bedroom. And there, I will admit, at times I had been very verbally aggressive with him and would throw objects and, throw things around, but never actually lay a hand on him. And that time was 2 days before he deployed to Iraq. While I was in Iraq, I was having really bad nervous breakdowns and I was going crazy. But he had gotten off with first offenders and was able to go to Iraq and come home and do his probation and all that good stuff. But when he came home, the physical abuse didn't stop. He continued to hit me, and I got more and more verbally aggressive because I started seeing myself as a victim, fighting and fighting and fighting and struggling to survive. Finally, after months and months of this, I called the cops on him. Earlier that day, he and I had had sex, and he liked to be bitten during sex, so I bit him right here, and it would be right here on his, right there, while he was sitting on a chair. He's 6'2", I'm 5'5", so the only way I could do that was sitting on him. I pushed him on the couch, and I bit him on his chest, right about here. And when he told me I was biting too hard, I stopped biting. Later on in the night, we got in an argument about a babysitter because we were both working that weekend, and a girl that he was talking to wanted to babysit Lorelai, but I said that she had to meet me first. And Lorelai is my daughter. My arms up just enough, and I tried to bite him, and he shoved my I had bitten him. And during I was doing that, because you're facing jail time now. You can't pay your court fines because you have to buy diapers for your kids and you have all this other stuff. And now, your probation officer won't even get in contact with you so you can complete your probation. I'm gonna get further victimized by the system. I shouldn't have to think that I'm a victim. No woman should think she's a victim. She's a survivor. You're still alive. You're still fighting and you're still there. And sometimes I don't want to fight anymore. Sometimes I just want to give up. But I have my baby. And I just... I'm scared. I'm scared I'm going to go to jail for a lie that my ex-husband told. Cover his own ass, while his parents can pay his court fines and bail him out of jail. I don't have that kind of support. I don't have those kind of people. I make my own messes and I get myself out of them. I make my own decisions. I don't control yours. All I want is an apology. And all I want is for every woman, every single woman, to know that you're not alone, that you're not a victim. You don't have to be the victim. You are a survivor, and you are beautiful, and you are smart, And you are amazing in every way, shape, and form. Doesn't matter who you are, how you look, or what you do. You don't have to feel that kind of pain. You are perfect. And if nobody else tells you, I love you. And Sean, I forgive you. I forgive everybody who has hurt me. I forgive you. I do. I forgive you.